In the year 2000, there was a lot of discussion about the world changing so fast. Everybody says the world is changing so fast. We also feel that world is changing so fast. What is the midpoint between 0 and 2000 years? Which is the midpoint? And mathematically it is 1000 years. But after studying all the parameters, they said the midpoint between 0 and 2000 years is not 1000 years, it is 1900. What does that mean? The changes that have happened in the last 100 years are comparable to what happened in the previous 1900 years. That is the rate at which the world is changing. You can see that all the transformations have happened in the last 100 years. Then they ask the next question, okay, 1900 is the midpoint between 0 and 2000. Then what is the midpoint between 1900 and 2000? I was shocked that the midpoint between 1900 and 2000 is 1992. What does that mean? Whatever happened in the last 8 years of the previous century is comparable to what happened in the previous 92 years. We are all witness to it. Where was mobile phone 35 years ago? We lived comfortably without that. Today we can't live without it. We didn't have computers about 40 years ago. Today we can't live without a computer. Earlier communication was a problem. Today I can talk to people across continents on my mobile phone as if they are next door neighbors. The world has changed so fast. Why I am mentioning this to you is, world is changing so fast. Our children studying in the school belong to that fast age. Tremendously changing age. That means we have got 21st century students, 20th century teachers, and 19th century methodology of teaching. That's why children feel quite bored at class and say, oh, classes are boring, not exciting. Because the techniques have to change, methodology has to change. If this is happening in all over the country and outside, what about our rural children? I really sympathize with them. They require better attention. The challenges are more for them. They don't know how to manage this. They have very little access to quality education. Therefore, a good system has come in called ODiSI. Can be called ODiSI, ODiSI. It's called ODiSI. It's a nice way of making children learn faster, making public education more useful to them. In this endeavor, everyone has a role to play. Government has a role, individuals like us have a role, teachers have a role, managements have a role, and CSR donors have a role to play. Education is one good investment for future prosperous living. And we have got to invest our time, money and efforts to see that it happens. Now, in fact, OSAT itself is a beautiful concept. One school at a time. It's a lovely concept. Most of the schools do not have infrastructure. Facilities are lacking. Therefore, I'm happy the OSAT volunteers have come together. My hats off to them. Without expecting anything in return, they spare their time and money and contribute so that the schools become very nice and ambience created for the schools. Schools should have a nice ambience for children to learn. The learning becomes more effective. Already, as I know, ODiSI has reached about 9,000 students every year, 600 teachers, and 5 rural talukas of Karnataka. And they have managed 61 schools in the digital initiative of ODiSI. The above is in addition to 107 schools. They have provided infrastructure and launched and completed 97 projects of them. All this is done. My request to all of you is this. Providing infrastructure is one part. Is the decoration, is an ornament, good building. But what is more important is the softness that goes inside, software that goes inside to make the teaching learning process attractive. So therefore, a lot of work has been done. I have seen myself beautiful games designed for children, quizzes, questions, interactive boards, so that the children can learn and not only learn, remember them for all times to come. Please remember, our students read only for the examination and soon after the examination they forget it. It should not happen. The amount of time that you invested on the child should be used for transforming the child from within. But that can happen only when the learning is experiential. I'm happy in ODiSI, it is an experiential learning and children are going to get benefit out of it. And then I would see these children make a difference to society. Being different is not important. Everybody walks on their feet, I go upside down, I'm different. It makes no sense. Being different is not important. To make a difference is important. I'm very sure ODiSI is truly making a difference to people. And these children learn better, understand better, assimilate better. The information becomes knowledge and then becomes wisdom. I wish all the best for this program and I would request everyone, similar thinking minds, to come together, share their ideas, experiences, money, time, efforts to see that our future is more safe in the hands of these bright children. Thank you so much.